we are going to start the valedictory session of this workshop on Vedic philosophy of Manas. I cordially welcome the Honorable Chancellor S-VYASA, Professor Subramaniam Mahodaya, Dean of Academics and Yoga Spirituality, Professor M. Jayaraman sir, and Dr. Rajesh Nair for the valedictory. Namaste sir, please, I welcome you. And I also welcome the gathering, the staff members and the students to the valedictory. Now, I would request the Dean, Division of Yoga Spirituality, to honor our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Honorable Chancellor sir. So, since yesterday we had 6 sessions on Vedic philosophy of Manas, insights from Mimamsa, Vedanta, Ayurveda, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya Yoga and contemporary resources, delivered by Dr. Naveen Bhatt from Sri Satyasai University of Human Excellence, Sri Arun Balachandran from LRL Trust, Professor S. Swaminathan from Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College, and Dr. Sridhar, Professor M. Jayaraman and Dr. Rajesh Nair from S-VYASA, and around 100 to 110 participants, students and staff faculty members from S-VYASA and Sushruta Ayurveda College participated in this workshop. So now I would request our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, I would now request our Honorable Chancellor sir to bless us with his words.
Esteemed friends, Mano Buddhya Hankara Chittaninaham. We are all familiar with that. At the outset, I congratulate the Division of Yoga and Spirituality on their initiative to conduct this wonderful workshop. The team in general and Dr. Jayaraman in particular, they do deserve all congratulations. For these 2 days, the anatomy and physiology of mind have been beautifully deliberated upon. Now, as a part of the valedictory address, we have meters to measure. We have the thermometer to measure temperature, heat. You take that thermometer, put it in the mouth, it shows your temperature. Take the same thermometer, put it in a furnace, it does not show the temperature, it bursts, collapses, disappears. As Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa puts it, there is a toy doll made of salt. It wanted to measure the depth of the samudram, sea. The more it tried to measure, the more it got merged in it. I was in my hostel. My father wrote a long letter. I was reading the letter. Meanwhile, when I was half the letter, father came by the car. I dropped the letter, went to my father. In Prashant Kutir, in this direction, at the end, there is beautiful Swati rock, a lonely place, a solitary place, a loving place. One day I received a long letter written by my girlfriend lovingly. I looked at the handwriting. identified the letter to be my girlfriend's letter. I am afraid of my wife. I can't open it here. I can't read it here. Gently in the evening, I walked to the Swati rock, sitting there all alone, took the envelope, opened it. I was reading. I felt a gentle touch on my shoulder. After half a page of reading, there are still 10 or 15 more pages to be read. I looked and it was my girlfriend. I dropped the love letter. I was with her. Mind is that love letter to communicate. Mind is that measuring thermometer. Mind is that salt doll. Mind is the everything. Enough literature has been produced in India. It's not as though we have borrowed it from the West. Freud's psychoanalysis is of recent expression. Right from the time immemorial, mind has been explored, investigated, identified, and it was thoroughly studied. We need not borrow anything from the West. Whatever idea you say, I can show it from our literature. Such is the vastness of literature, our literature, depth of our literature, and we need not go to anyone. There are so many dimensions, so many aspects, and one particular aspect I would like to highlight here. Mind is love. Mind has the feelings. The essential feeling in every mind is prema. Thorough investigation you can make, examination you can make, and we find mind to be full of love. Whom you love, when you love, where you love, how you love, the language of love, the expression of love, the degree of love, the intensity of love may vary from mind to mind. Mind itself is full of prema. This has been beautifully highlighted by Narada Maharshi in Bhakti Sutras. That love is like the gold in the gold ornament. I went to the market to buy a walking stick. The stick is made of wood. I don't want the wood. I want the stick. Impossible. I want the love. I don't want the mind. Impossible. Consciousness. The entire Yogava system deals with mind. Asamsayam Mahabaho, Dr. Jayaraman is fully aware. Abhyasena tu kaunteya. Practice. Nobody teaches us how to love. Nobody teaches us how to observe. Nobody teaches us how to analyze. Mind in its own place can make a hell of heaven, heaven of hell. Thinking makes everything wonderful. Thinking makes everything frightening. Mind is all in all. Without mind, there is no God. With mind, there is everything. The mind controls itself, annihilates itself, transcends itself, goes beyond. One thorn is needed to remove the other thorn. Mind is needed to go beyond mind. I am very, very glad this particular workshop has thoroughly probed into all the dimensions of mind. I particularly thank today's speaker, Rajesh, for his wonderful expression. God bless the department. God bless the team. God bless the speaker. May everything be loving, loving, loving. Prema, prema, prema. Thank you very much.
I request Professor M. Jayaraman, Dean Academics and Dean Yoga Spirituality, to give the vote of thanks.
There is a beautiful shloka in Ramayana. Manohi hetu sarvesham indriyanam pravartane shubha shubhasu avasthasu tachame suvyavasthitam. This is a shloka said by none other than Hanuman. Bhagavan Hanuman, he chants this shloka. He utters this shloka. It is a tradition that at the end of any program we recall or we pray to Hanuman. Even in a traditional Carnatic music kacheri, it ends with our bhajan, we end with Anjaneya Stuti. So hence I recalled this shloka where he says, while he is searching, I think I have mentioned it earlier also, in Sundarakanda, while Hanuman is searching for Sita Mata, so there he has to look into various places. Some place it is full of wealth, gold, silver, etc. Other place is the Antapura or the gynecium of Ravana's wives and others. So all these kinds of distractions are there. Hanuman steps one step back. Should I be looking into all these things? Wealth and other these things are there. Then he himself assures himself that I am not here to look for gold, women and other things. I am here to look for Sita Mata. So manohi hetuhu sarvesham. Mind is the cause that will lead a person to doom or to glory. So by my mind is, I am sure, my mind is firm and strong, and my objective of doing this activity is clear. So tachame suvyavasthitam. My mind is very firm and clear. That is what Anjaneya says. Ultimately, everyone also would have the same objective. With all things said and done about philosophy, about the application, etc. Ultimately, if the mind is not a friend for ourselves, manaha, if the mind is not a friend for ourselves, how can we get the night's sleep? How can we without worry? So hence, it's very essential to befriend our mind. To befriend our mind, it is essential to understand the nuts and bolts that goes into making the mind. So towards that, to bring out that kind of orientation to help us understand our own important component, this 2-day workshop was taken up. This is not, as I said, this is not the beginning or even this is not the end of the discussion. The discussion only begins and it continues. So hence this is a very humble step that we took. So at the outset, for this valedictory program, our Honorable Chancellor Sir, Professor Subramaniam ji is present, and he gave a very nice advice and address, and he also blessed our department. So hence we heartily offer our pranams and thanks for Honorable Chancellor Sir. Our Rajesh Nair Sir, who is also present here, he gave a beautiful perspective, historical, psychological, philosophical perspective, especially, and also the scientific contemporary developments. So that helps level out the discussion. So from the Eastern or Bharatiya perspective we saw, and now what is the contemporary reality. So both were brought together, so that balance, just like when the Shiva's marriage was happening in Kailasa, everyone went there, so the southern region went up. So one Agastya Muni was sent to south, so that things got balanced out. So it was all about Bharatiya philosophy, so the other region was left unattended. Now with that contemporary perspective, I think we get a level of understanding which is balanced. So hence that very crucial perspective came through from your perspective, Rajesh sir. Thank you very much. Reflecting upon the 2-day activity that we did, So how do we offer a structured valedictory address thanking all? We go back to Bhagavad Gita. Adhishtanam tatha karta karanancha prithak vidham vividhascha prithak cheshtaha daivam chaivatra panchamam sharira vang manobhir yat karma prarabhate naraha nyayam va viparitam va panchayite tasya hetavaha. To do a criminal activity or to do some activity which is good, nyayam va viparitam va, we need 5 things. To do a good activity or to do a bad activity, 5 things are essential. Adhishtanam, the substratum; karta, the doer; karanam, the various instruments; vividhaha cheshtaha, the various activities related to it; and daivam, luck, you can call it luck, or the divine blessings. So 5 aspects are there. First we offer our salutations to the divinity, Bhagavan, for having allowed us to do the 2-day seminar, 2-day workshop. Rather it is a 4-day activity that we did. So without any difficulties or major roadblocks. So first offering our pranams to the Daivam or Devata. Then Adhishtanam, the substratum or the place where this activity happened is our own S-VYASA University, where the authorities of the university kindly permitted, facilitated, encouraged, motivated all of us from in the Department of Spirituality to conduct this, be it our Chancellor Sir, our Guruji, Nagendraji, he himself was present in the inaugural function, and then our Vice Chancellor Sir was updated, we invited because of his busy schedule he could not come. Our Registrar Sir was also present in the inaugural function. So all the authorities of the university was guiding, motivating, supporting, permitting us to do all these activities. And so first I place on record thanks to the Adhishtanam and the Adhisthana Shaktis, like all the authorities of the university. So please put your hands together for the Adhishtanam. And one more thing, along with S-VYASA, it is ICPR which funded this workshop, this 4-day activity, 2-day workshop and 2-day periodical lecture series. So it is without their juice, we could not have their views. So hence, all the speakers, the travel of the speakers, their stay here, food, and all these things were facilitated. And we are also proposing to come out with the collection of talks that were given here as a paper, and so that it is available for future reference, and so that we can take it further in the direction intended. So hence, thanks also to the Indian Council for Philosophical Research for providing us the funding for conducting the periodical lecture series, and also for the celebration of World Philosophy Day in this 4-day activity. And then Karta, Adhishtanam, then Karta, the doer. Basically, these 2 activities of periodical lecture series and also the workshop had an official coordinator. As such, for the periodical lecture series, it was our assistant professor, Kumari Maheshwari ji, who was she coordinated, she organized, she worked behind the screens, sometimes in front of the mic also. So her coordination, her tireless activity, so was very crucial in putting together workshop, inviting the speakers and all other activities. So place on record, thanks for Maheshwari ji. And then for the workshop which is concluding now, it is our associate professor, Shri Sridhar ji, who was the coordinator. We sat together, discussed, finalized the topics, and then from there on, it was all along, it was the Sridhar ji who brought together to fruition all this activity. And of course, I also want to place on record thanks for all our faculty members in Yoga Spirituality Division, Dr. Manjunath ji, Associate Professor, and then our Usharani ji, and then of course our Dr. Nagarajan ji, who are all part of our division, and also the principal of Yogic Sciences School, Dr. Vikas Rawat ji. When we discussed that it will be useful for the students of yoga school, yoga therapy, yoga Vedic therapy students, he kindly permitted or kind of decided to work with us, and then all the students and all the classes were suspended and all the students were here to receive the inputs from all the visiting scholars. So hence, place special thanks to Vikas Rawatji, and he was also presiding one of the sessions. So hence, thanks to Vikas Rawatji and all other principals who also sent their students to participate. And then, of course, all Karta, not only the Karta from this side, Shrota is also a Karta. So all of you who are present here, the students of MSc Yoga Therapy, Yoga Vedic Therapy, BSc Yoga Therapy, Yoga Vedic Therapy, cutting across all the years, PhD students and staff and all other interested participants who have been here. So thanks to all of you for lending a listening ear, and you might have noted so many points, it might be useful for you. So that is Karta. And then Karanam and Vividhaha Cheshtah. So many instruments are necessary, so many associated activities are necessary here. That is transportation, bringing the guests from the city or from their place of origin to here, taking them back, so the transport department, and then food was provided for our visiting guests, and also the juice was also provided, and the sound audio visual system, all the fellow colleagues here in the university who facilitated the good functioning of the audio visual system, and our own brothers in the videography who have recorded all these things systematically. So Arjit ji, and we place on record thanks to them. And so in this way, we would like to, if anyone is left out, please mention ji. So I thank one and all for being here and receiving the inputs. And one final point that I would like to make before concluding is that, and of course, Dr. Ramesh sir was there for the session, so I thank him also for his presence. And spirituality division is for such activities. That is to encourage more and more discussions on the spiritual literature, texts, and bring it to the fore so that it can be taken up for further study and research. So hence, please feel free to walk into the spirituality division. We are ready to collaborate, discuss with you, and to take up any interesting activities, any seminars or any research projects. Let us all discuss and bring in the spiritual wisdom. The best of the East should be brought out so that it can meet the best of the West. So spirituality division throws its door open. It's always open. So to all the students, researchers, and whoever is interested, the staff, so welcome you to discuss and provide your feedback, ideas to conduct further such engaging, useful seminars. I thank one and all. Namaste. Sorry, I missed one major component, all the speakers. So all the speakers, from the first day we have Naveen Bhatt from the Satya Sai University. My own Sahapati he was in the Gurukulam. So he presented on the Mimamsa Shastra. Our Arunji, he presented on the insights on Manas from the Vedanta perspective. Professor Swaminathan presented his ideas on Manas from the Ayurveda literature. Professor Dr. Sridhar ji presented on Nyaya Vaisheshika Darshana, and Dr. Rajesh Nair ji presented on the contemporary perspective. Place on record thanks and gratitude to all the speakers. Thank you. Thank you.
We also thank Professor M. Jayaraman, the Dean, Division of Yoga Spirituality, to support us since the first day when we are discussing about what the topic and what will be useful for the students. So thank you for supporting us and encouraging us, sir. So all these videos of the periodical lectures and also of the workshop are now available in the YouTube. So 2 different playlists have been created. Thanks for our video team, Arjit Bhaiya and David Bhaiya, to making it happen on the same day itself. So by today evening we can get those 2 playlists where all the videos of all the sessions would be available. And those who have missed any session can see that video and also share it to your friends. So now we conclude this workshop with Shanti Mantra. Om सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।